Not yet. Thank you. Stunning. I'm ready. When everybody gets in place, I was just going to ask that question. I'm prepared to do it now as soon as our timers get in place and everybody gets in place, because if we do it before then, it freezes the pool deck and it messes us up. But Kevin, are we doing the anthem? National anthem? Okay. And it looks like our timers are in place, our officials in place. Aubrey Holson back at block number 4, Sarah Vasquez at block number 5, Olivia Perez at block 6, and Mia Pistanik at block number 7. We are ready for that first race. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem. And it is race time. Ladies, 800 freestyle heat number 1. And just a momentary pause for administrative purposes. And it looks like we are good to go. Heat number 1. And starting off the 2025 Southern Zone Southern Sectionals, with that first wave of ladies 800 freestyle taking it out first. Our first lead on this one went out in a 31.97, came back with a 34.52 and setting the attitude. Sarah Vasquez of South Florida Aquatic Club. And watching the splits to see who's more experienced, or the most experienced, should I say. Anybody that can hold a steady beat between 50s, 34, 35, 35 right now for Sarah Vasquez of South Florida Aquatics. And tracking Sarah Vasquez right now, the leader point position, should I say, 217.41 at the 200, 254 at the 250. And there we go. Everybody else in the same mode, 34, 36, 36, 37. In lane number 4 by Aubrey Hulson back the splits. In lane number 7 there, that's Mia Pickstock at 35, 35, 35. She is level and steady. And coming into the turn with 100 meters to go, leading the heat, Mia Christin. And she has been steady on those 50s, 36, 36, 36, 36 across the board. No experimenting with her pace. She is solid on it. Getting ready behind the blocks right now, Elias Little at block number 3. Unattached. Sarasota Tsunami, Frank Rung at block number 4. Richard Collingwood at block number 5 for Sporting Jack's Aquatic Club of Florida. Montverde Aquatic Club at block number 6. Arthur Romero Rebello. Chad Hines at block number 7. Episcopal Amberjacks.
Michael Grenier at block number 8 for the Hurricane Aquatic Club. First challenge, 9:21.47. And that's being Pistonek, swimming unattached. Our second challenge into the wall, 9:44.06 in lane number 4, Aubrey Hulsenbach. Gentlemen, 800 freestyle, heat number 1. And we are alternating
35, 33, 34s, 34s. Splits. Splits so important at this point early in the race. Being able to hit the wall later trying to pay for it. And it is still lane number 5 in point position. Richard Collingwood of Sporting Jacks Aquatic Club. And still holding on to that lead point position, Richard Collingwood. Got a little bit of breakaway, about 2, maybe 3 body lengths, working on a little more. That second round the corner is Arthur Romero Rebello of Montverde Aquatic Club. And everybody locked into a fairly steady pace right now. 35, 35, 33 for Romero. He bounces forward for 150, pays for it on the next. Collingwood is just 33, 33, 33, solid as it goes along. Not overspending. And at the 500 marker, 531.75 for Collingwood. And again, looking at his splits, it's almost like a machine doing this. 33.75, 33.23, 33.63, 33.33, solid. I don't know, he may have gone to the Bobby Fink School of Pacing as well as he is pacing this. Coming up next, it's going to be heat number 2 of the ladies 800. And some of our swimmers are starting to get ready behind the starting blocks for their introduction. Today we have everybody bringing their own timer to help with the timing. And again, around the corner, another 34 now, starting to relax the pace just a little bit. Richard Collingwood still making it a good-sized breakaway, worked on it just a little more. I don't know if he worked on it or if everybody else is starting to recede in their race. And there it is, that bell of enthusiasm Reagan for Richard Collingwood of Sporting Jacks. And that big bell of enthusiasm ringing for Richard Collingwood, making the turn on his final 50 right now, getting ready behind the starting blocks. South Lake Aquatic Club at block number 1. Sydney Stromberg. Isabel Tennis at block number 2 for Southwest Stars, St. Peter Aquatics. Ansley Bess at block number 3. Annika Davis at block number 4. Piranhas YMCA, St. Peter Aquatics again at block number 5. Baldwin at block number 6 for South Florida Aquatics. Swimrise Aquatics at block number 7. Caroline McDonald. Charlotte Stevens at block number 8. Fast Falcons. St. Pete again at block number 9. Sophie Spinall. Julie Basso at block number 10 for the Gator Swim Club. And into the wall with the gentlemen, our first challenge, 8:55.63, Richard Collingwood. Ladies, Heat 2. That's room noise there. So yeah, you're good. Yep. Okay. And on the 800s, got to keep in mind that we do need timers for each swimmer to bring their own timer with them for the 800. As we ebb into the other strokes, the 50 backstroke, we will have timers organized at that point, but for the distance events, we intended for the swimmers to bring their own timers. Awesome. And that point position right now, Gator Swim Club, Julie Brosseau in lane number 10, the sneaky swimmer on the outside. If you're in the middle, you think you were seated in lead position. You can't see them over in lanes 1 and 10. Get to the wall, hit the wall, and there's somebody smiling at you. They're already there. That's why we call it a sneaky swimmer. And a big breakaway for Julie Brosseau of the Gator Swim Club. And Julie didn't clip it in at 32 seconds and change on each 50, just like a machine. And another machine in the water. In lane number 7, Caroline McDonald, a swim line, 34, 34, 35, 34, 34. And we talk about that pace a lot because it's a lot like a credit card. If you overspend, you're going to hit the wall and they cut you off. No more energy. Your energy is made, not spent. In athletics, after about 10 seconds or so, you have spent all of the energy you have stored, and from then on out, the powerhouse of the cell, the mitochondria, have to make all the energy that is spent from then on out. You spend it too fast, you run into the wall. Spend it at the right speed, and you can go at the fastest time possible for your condition. And that's why pace is so important on this event. Choosing a pace, driving a pace that your metabolism can afford. It is not just training, it's a skill. And not one that is vividly apparent. And in lane number 10, that lead. go with the ladies. Getting ready now, heat number 2 of the gentlemen's freestyle. Gentlemen, heat 2. And we have some weather outside. It's not going to bother us inside, but the outdoor is closed. We will have a 5-minute break after this heat of the gentlemen's 800 to allow for warm-up and warm-down. Right now, the outdoor pool is closed due to weather. Swim Florida position went out in 30 seconds and change on that first 50, setting an attitude for everybody. Came back in a 32, then another 32, and everybody seems to be locking into that 32 pace right now. Pretty close. And again, that about 10, 15 seconds of stored energy, you can spend that at the very beginning of the race. And if you don't overspend the metabolism throughout the race, you'll make it back. So you can spend it again on the last length of the race. Looks like just maybe Ryland Chappell of Swim Florida might be working on that possibility, provided he doesn't get excited throughout the middle of the race and overspend there and never a chance to bring it back. And these 400, the 400 IM, the 800, the 1500, they use not anymore. Endurance is when you get in there and you endure or put up with or just hang on till you make the finish. Now it's an art. Now it's a distance event where pacing is critical. Training for the pace and swimming the pace that you train for is just an art. And then one that is really unfolding the past couple of years. And Ryland Chapel still maintaining a 31-32 pace, has not wavered on that. Everybody else is moving back and forth between 33, 32, 35, 30. Overspending on 150 and then making up for it on the next with the maxed pace and consequently not getting the best time possible. And at the 500-meter mark, Ryland Chapel still maintaining that breakaway he earned early on, partially in that first 50, but little by little, every 50 after that, holding fairly steady. And 6:23 at the 600-meter mark, making the turn, 6:30, 6:31. Following, Ryland Chapel still in point position. The battle for second or third position in this heat. And Richard Collingwood, the challenge, 55.63. The time to beat at least. It looks like we're on task making that happen. And here we go, the 700-meter mark. Ryland Chapel hitting the bell. Followed up closely by Samuel Brozick of Sarasota Tsunami over in lane number 8. And in lane number 4, Rajko Radakovic of St. Pete. Climbing his ladder over in lane number 3, Felipe Garcia Babel of Argentina. And here we go, making that turn, spending it all, bringing it home. 25-meter mark, Ryland. And it is not a question of who is going to hit the wall first. It's a question of when. And Chapel into the wall, stopping the clock, 8:32.45. Right now, the low bid in this final event. And that second tag in, 8:36 and change in lane number 8, Samuel Brozick of Sarasota Tsunami. The third tag in, 8:41 and change in lane number 4, Rajko Radakovic of St. Pete Aquatics. And right now, we open the pool for warm down. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a 5-minute break to warm down because the outdoor pool is closed. The pool is open. Ladies, you may step in. now taking a 5-minute break in the competition to let the swimmers, the ladies who swim, the gentlemen who swam already, warm down. A critical feature, critical, that swimmers have to warm up and warm down, particularly on the distance events. And the outdoor pool is closed. That's the reason for warming down in the indoor pool. Is we have a little bit of weather here in Ocala. The outdoor pool is not protected. The indoor pool is protected. And it is essentially what we call a Faraday cage. Not worried about lightning hitting the building. It could hit and it's not going to do any harm. And that warm down we're talking about is for the mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell. Inside the cells, after doing a distance like that, basically spending energy causes pollution inside the cell. The mitochondria eats that pollution and turns it back into energy. And if you just stop, all of a sudden, the pollution level goes way up to the point where it could cause cell damage, which is why warm down is critical. Warm up is critical in getting the mitochondria busy. They don't start working immediately just when you run out of fuel. They have to make fuel. They need to get warmed up as well. So warm up beforehand, warm up afterward, all has to do with the metabolism, getting the circulation system wide open and working, getting the mitochondria inside all of the cells up to speed, and getting rid of the pollution after the swim. And of course, there is one exception. The 50 freestylers, they do have some pollution, but not so much. The energy they spend is stored energy, and that little bit of stored energy for 10, 15 seconds or so does not create any pollution. It's just spent. And speaking of 50s, we got the 50 backstroke series coming up after the 800. Got it. And swimmers, coaches, time to clear the competition pool, getting ready for the next wave of 800 freestyle. The ladies, heat number 3, taking ownership of the starting in just a few moments. And again, warm-up is over. Clear the competition course. And swimmers, coaches, clear the competition course. And I know you brought your timers with you, didn't you? We are not providing timers for the 100. Each swimmer has to bring their own. Getting ready at the starting blocks, taking ownership of the starting blocks right now. Falcons, Layla Watson at block number 1. Crimson Aquatic at block number 2. I let Nishikawa Gaitham at block number 2 for Crimson Aquatics. Maya Perez at block number 3 for South Lake Aquatics. Fast Falcons taking block number 4. Erica Updike. Alex Stevens at block number 5 for the Fast Falcons. Crimson Aquatics, Vivian Molson at block number 6. Lila Conte at block number 7 for South Lake. Argentina, Sofia Ovalis at block number 8. Isabella Taliaferro of Southwest Stars at block number 9. And Elena San Martin of Argentina at block number 10. Ladies, 800 freestyle, heat 3. And that first 100, the first point position, should I say, setting the attitude. Maya Perez, the South Lake Aquatics, at block number 3, or in lane 3, close to her. In lane number 9, Isabella Taliaferro, again of South. And coming up in lane number 6, that's Vivian Molson of Crimson Aquatics. And Maya Perez extending that breakaway, that attitude that she put forth in the first 50, taking second position right now in lane number 6, Vivian Molson of Crimson Aquatics. And is that advance forward in lane number 6 going to settle in, or is it going to keep going? And going back and looking at splits, Maya Perez in with a 33.25, 33.73, 34.40, 34.50, 34.94, 35.40. Staying fairly steady. Looks like she went out just a little bit fast for her metabolism, but not so much. And our second position right now in lane number 6, that's Vivian Molson of Crimson Aquatics. She went out at 33, 33, 34, coming back 34, 34, 34, 34, and rocking into almost the same pace. And just edging up little by little on Maya Perez. And the time to beat for both these ladies, 8:42.05, posted by Julie Brosseau in heat number 2 of the ladies for the Gators Swim Club. It's a time final event, so we're just climbing that ladder, looking to post a time that nobody else is going to be able to catch. And a big burst of enthusiasm coming from the pool deck all around. Maya Perez, South Lake Aquatic, owning this race so far. Vivian Molson in lane number 6. The challenger at this point. And in lane number 7, you never know till that last 100 meters. Lila Conte of South Lake Aquatics still in striking position, taking at least 7, if not over the lead, but she's got to hustle if she can do it. And 12 lengths down out of 16. We've got 200 meters to go. And Maya Perez still has the point position, but not by much. It keeps fading and fading. She knows it. She's looking across the course. She can see Vivian Molson going into the final 100. There's that bell of enthusiasm. It is going to be a duel as who gets that first tag in this heat. And here's where it shows up with Maya Perez, who's been leading this heat all the way, has been spending just a little bit too much on each 50. She's able to maintain a great pace, but is she going to be able to spend it as well as Vivian Molson on this last 50 meters? And here we go, burning it all on the last 50 meters. What you got left to spend? And getting ready at the starting blocks, it is heat number 3 of the gentleman, Nolan Kurtz at block number 1 for St. Pete Aquatics. Under the flags and into the wall. It's Mia Perez stopping the clock. 9:08.43. And that second tag in, 9:11.73, Vivian Molson. The third tag in with a 9:15.73 in lane number 7, Lila Conte. And at the starting blocks again, St. Pete Aquatics at lane number 1, Nolan Kurtz. Eugene Novak at block number 2 for St. Pete Aquatics. South Florida Aquatics, Mario Granizo at block number 3. Liam Schermerhorn at block number 4 for St. Pete Aquatics. Sawyer Hansen at block number 5, St. Pete Aquatics. Chase Kendall at block number 6, Swimrise. St. Pete Aquatics at block number 7 again, William Francis. Jackson Reburn at block number 8 for South Lake. Sarasota Tsunami at block number 9, Adam Malaj. And Henry Carlisle at block number 10, South Lake Aquatics. Gentlemen, 3. Still holding the lead position in the ladies 800. Julie Brosseau out of heat number 3. Heat 2 of the ladies, I should say, the Gator Swim Club. 8:42.05. Still stands. This could be an interesting race. St. Pete Aquatics lanes 1, 2, 4, 5, and 7. And I don't know if you know much about St. Pete Aquatics, but Bobby Fink, the world leader right now in the 800, the 1500, 400, I mean, he is the master at pace. Came out of nowhere in the last. He had a lane, had a standing, had eighth lane, and his story. And when he came back from the Olympics onto the pullback, I mean, we're talking about the next day back to his club that he learned how to swim and how to pace at St. And spoke to some of the. Had an opportunity to happen to be there for swimming. What he did and how he managed to do that, he said his coach, when he was 9, 10 years old, really worked on him on how to work a workout, how to pace himself to have great paced repeats over and over and over again. He got the skill of pacing early on. Well, in this race, we have a number of swimmers that are working that same coach under the same strategy. It's going to be interesting. Sawyer Hansen has been at it for a long time, since he was 5, 6 years old. And right now, it's hard to tell who's going to take the position. In lane number 8, it's Jackson Reburn, South Dakota, but not by much. Turn the ball to 3:07.75. That second tag around the wall, 3:08.15 in lane number 4. by Liam Schermerhorn of St. Pete Aquatics. And the third turn around the corner there at the 300-meter mark. 3 minutes and 8 seconds roughly. Sawyer Hansen. And right now, 25 meters to go before we hit the halfway point. And right now, just cooking that pot stew. What's going to happen in the last half of the race? We're halfway there. And some of these splits are fantastic. How level the splits are. 31, 31, 32, 31, 32, 32. Typical example there in lane number 8, Jackson Rivern of South Lake Aquatics. His splits on the 50s. And he is into a pace he can afford. Go around the corner again. Jackson Rivern followed up. Sawyer Hansen in lane number 5. Liam Schermerhorn in lane number 4. And Jackson Rayburn in a perfect position to see across to lanes 4 and 5. Keeping me in warm company. Sawyer Hansen, Liam Schermerhorn. And making that turn about 150 meters to go. And look at this. We've got 3 swimmers posturing, getting the bell. I don't know who got the signal. It still is Jackson Rayburn in lane number 8. And a real challenge going on over in lanes 4 and 5. It's going to come down to the last 50 meters to race a 50. And there it is, kicking. Look at the white water. Look at the change in tempo. It looked like Liam Schermerhorn coming off the wall. Sawyer Hansen right there with him. And Jackson Rayburn. And Rayburn 11.69. We're talking less than 11 or 6. It's a kind of 800 there. Liam Schermerhorn, St. Pete, Sawyer Hansen with an 8:28.33. And there we go, finishing out that third heat, the gentlemen 800 freestyle. We have a 5-minute break for warm down for the gentlemen, warm down for that previous heat of ladies, and warm up for the next heat of ladies. 5-minute break in the competition. The pool is open. Good? And just a few minutes left till we clear the pool. Need to start thinking about clearing up, wrapping up your warm-up. We've got a few more minutes left. Getting ready next, the deciding heat of the ladies. 800 freestyle heat number 4. Going to be taking ownership of the starting blocks in a few moments. And at the starting blocks, Veronica Metz at block number 1 for the Wahoos of Wellington. Sarasota Tsunami at block number 2. Peyton Griffin. Jeff Frost at block number 3 for Sporting Jack's Aquatic Club. The Gators Club at block number 4. Camille DeBoer at block number 5. Ariadna, let me take that back. Augustina Ariadna Hine of Argentina at block Block number 6, Argentina again, with Martina Rodriguez. Zoe Fajar at block number 7 for St. Pete Aquatics. Liliana Ristolik at block number 8 for Lakers. Argentina at block number 9 with Ornella Palmier. And Isabel Descent at block number 10 for St. Pete Aquatics. Ladies, heat the deciding heat. And good to go again. The target time to beat at least Julie Brousseau out of heat number 2, 8:42.05, the time she posted. And going out with a fantastic first 100 meters. 1 minute 5 100ths of a second. Our first split. Augustina Ariadna Hine of Argentina. And you'd be wondering, is it enthusiasm or is it a statement? And here she is again. Went out in the first 50, came back at 31 at the 100 marker. We're talking about the 50 splits. Now 32 on the third 50, 32 on the fourth 50. Could it be she's locking into a solid pace? This could be impressive. And still locking in with 32 and each fifth. Agustina Ariadna Hein of Argentina. One of our out-of-country guests here at the Southern Sectionals. And the race for second position in this heat. Undecided, look at that, almost synchronized swimming across 3 lanes. Lane number 3, that's Jenna Frost. In lane number 6, Martina Urgeles, also of Argentina, in lane number 6. And in lane number 8, Liliana Ristolik of Laker Swim Club. And then last split, 33, making this turn to 33 as well. Under the flags, coming into the 600-meter marker, making the turn and looking up the split again. We had 33, 33, 33 for a while, back down to 32 now in the splits. And starting to head forward in lane number 8, Liliana Ristolik of the Laker Swim Club, taking her second point position. And again, to beat at least 8:42.05. Looks like we're on path to do that unless we hit that wall that marathoners talk about. Checks with your enthusiasm that your metabolism can't cash. And that last 50. Here we go, down to the last 100 of enthusiasm, 32, 32, 33. That's what we started off with on the second, third, and fourth 50. Agustina Ariadna, Argentina. Not a question of who is going to hit that wall, it's a question of when. The 50-meter mark. 30. That last 50 coming in with enthusiasm. 8.742. The flag into the wall. Agustina Hein of Argentina. The time to beat. And that second tag, 8:56.95, looks to be the third fastest time overall being posted. In lane number 3, Austin Athletic Club, and that third tag in this heat, 8:57.30, lane number 8, by Liliana Rostolic, the Lakers Swim Club. And getting ready at the starting blocks. Now it's heat number 8. Gentlemen's heat 4, Maddox Matthias at block number 1, Thomas Matheson at block number 2, Elliot Weissel at 3, Henry Shoemaker at 4, Cobb Henberger at block number 5, Jackson Irwin at 6, Nicholas Kiddo at block number 7, 8 is Seth Hyde, Anaki Echeverria at block number 9, and Kate Kiefer at block 10. And this is the deciding heat of gentlemen. The time to beat 27:08. Posted by South Lake Aquatic. We go. The deciding heat, 800-meter freestyle will have official results. Should have the ladies' results out any minute now. And then that, we take about an hour break before we begin the 50-meter backstroke series, 50-meter butterfly series. And right now, Thomas Matheson in point position, setting the attitude. Went out in about 27 seconds, came back at 30. Been holding between 31 and 30. The 3 or 4 50s position over in lane number 4. Henry Shoemaker. That 15-meter mark coming into the 5. Position right now in lane number 4. Henry Shoemaker. Thomas Matheson relaxing back a little bit. Turning the speed did not overspend. And I don't know if you've ever had your credit card out, going to get something you just knew you deserved and had it declined, but that's what Thomas he must feel like right now. Look at this. It's Henry Shoemaker. And right now, Shoemaker getting the bell of enthusiasm. Trying to spend it all. And across the board, Henry Shoemaker at first. That second, dubious right now. Into the wall, that is Henry Shoemaker. 18-1-4, 8-18, 8-4, been sitting back watching everybody else all along. Blasted that last 50. Cobb, Hamburger, St. Peter class again. And both gentlemen surpassing the fastest time posted thus far. That third tag in 8:19. Well into the second half. And the third fastest time. South. Please step in, ladies and gentlemen. Step in. 1 hour of warm-up time. 1 hour before the race. Fifth butterfly. minutes, 6:05. 6:05 will be clearing the course, getting ready for the 50 butterfly. And it looks like we've got the starting machine. That's right now. Again, starting from the scoreboard side, Mia DePace at block number 2, Piera DeWright at block number 3, at block number 4, Smart and at block 5, Guadalupe Angiolini at block number 6, Janae Saunders 7, 8, Rocio Castro Mateo, and at block number 9, Natalia Monaco. And we've got a lot of swimmers here from the south. We said Southern Zone Sectionals. We're taking stuff down to South America. You'll see we're swimming. Good to have you here. Thank you for joining us here in Ocala for Southern Sectionals. There's the freeze whistle, heat number 1. Heat number 2, the starting blocks belong to you, Maitland Ramirez Galarza at block number 2, Megan Bright at block number 3, Maya Zilkowski at block number 4, Laura Braganza at block number 5, Hannah Park at 6, Gabriela DeLuna at block number 7, at 8, and Martina Nose at block number 9. Into the wall of first challenge, 26 being posted. My land. Heat 2. And that being said, heat number 3 has the start blocks. Lydia Smutney at block number 2, Kara Perry at 3. Sonia Petrov takes block number 4. Kylie Kiefer at 5. 6 is Estella Beltrami at block 6. Cassandra Jones at 7. Carolina Tilke at block number 8. Sage Shach at block number 9. And into the wall to reach the touch. 28-3-3 in the lead in this heat. Braganza. Ladies, heat 3. And it's still Ismar Lyon out of heat number 1 in the lead with 26. So heat number 4 at starting blocks, Rachel Nussbaum, number 3. Ava at block number 4. Layla Busby, 5. 6 is Dakota Scott. Emilia Buchanan at block number 7. And Peyton Kessler at block number 8. Under the flag. Lane number 4, 29-4-0. Posted by Maya Ski. And I take that back. Petro. Heat 4. And of course, the outdoor pool is open for warm down, ladies. Gentlemen's 50 fly now at the starting block. Santiago Atlanta at block number 2. Sam block number 3. At block number 9. We go And good to go. Heat number 2 taking ownership now. Dylan Metz at block number 2. Block number 3 is Christian Keller. Yako Suarez Younger at block number 4. Is Single at block number 5. Gabriel Morales at block number 6. Alfredo Dominguez at 7. Jaden Sai at block number 8. And Leon at block number 9. And into the wall. 23-8-9, our first tag in. Gentlemen, heat 2. And that was Ulysses Casal, Argentina, set in the first challenge, 23 and change. Harry Sabine Branch at 3. Mateo Dante Francisco Sanchez at 5. Santiago Latano at 7. Laturo Nicholas Roche at block number 8. Otto block number 9. Ball 25. 5-2 being posted by Gabriel Morales, Southwest Stars. Gentlemen, heat 3. Heat number 4 at the starting blocks. Yasser Franceschi Red at block number 2. Riley Brownell at block number 3. Merrick Van Scoy at block 4. Block 5 is Julian Granison. No 5. 6, 7 is Robinson at block 7. Dive Long at block 8. And Finnegan May at block 9. Into the wall, 24. Posted in lane number 4. Mateo Angel Aluso. Gentlemen, heat 4, the deciding heat. And the next heat, next event, the ladies, 50-meter backstroke. Stella Belmore taking block number 2. Sophia Ate Bellion at block number 3. Centillon at block 4. Layla Chen at block number 5. 6 is Cecilia Mabel Delici. Rocio Castro Mateo at block number 7. Mia Lucia Becker at 8. And Ava Becker at number 9. Into the wall, 25-3-9 being posted in the lead. Julian Renison of the Wahoos leading the final heat. Ladies, 50-meter backstroke, 1. And good to go. Heat number 2, the starting blocks. Elliot Wolf at block number 2. Carly Kaplan at block 3. Lynn Bisk at block number 5 is Layla Oran. Calissa Kissinger at block number 6. Isabella Riva at 7. Aubrey Holstenbach at block number 8. And Olivia North at block number 9. And first challenge in the ladies backstroke 29-6-5 being hosted by Layla Chain of Argentina. Ladies, heat 2. heat number 3, at the starting box, Brooke Chen taking block number 2. At block number 3, Emma Hanlon at 4. Megan Bright takes the block number 5. 6 is Kaya Robertson. Valentina Solano at block number 7. Amaris at block number 8. And Karen Arkins at block 9. The end of the wall to reach the touch in lane number 8, 31-25. And with that, it's heat number 4, the deciding heat of the ladies taking ownership. Bryn Orchard at block number 3, Marissa Thomas at 4, block number 5, Mary Anna Myers, Alyssa Bethke at block number 6, C. Roy at 7, Camilla Sepulveda at block number 8. And into the wall, the long reach over in lane number 2, it looks like, and it is 32-5-3. Taking that first tag, Brooke Chen of the Jupiter Dragons. Ladies, heat 4, the deciding heat. And the next heat, next event, the Mood Morrissey at block number 2, Aldo Zepeda at block number 3, Andrew Rich at 4, Lord Van Renan at block number 5, Kayla Martin Conrad at block number 6, 7, Geronimo Gomez Toledo, Jaden Amars at block number 8, Mason Baldwin at block number 9. The ladies leading the way in lane number 4, stopping the clock, 32-37. Marissa Thomas of Swinchester, Salish of Kentucky. Gentlemen, 50 backstroke. And heat number 2 of the gentlemen taking ownership at the starting box. It's Robert Shapovalov at block number 2. Kingsley Wickstrom at block number 3. Alexei Nikolaev Lobo at block number 4. Eli Watson at 5. Logan Flatch at block number 6. Riley Cornell at block number 7. Ethan Hatfield at 8. Paolo DeFabri at block number 9. Into 26:02, going to be our first challenge in lane number 4, Andrew Rich, Club Seminole. Gentlemen, heat 2. And at the starting blocks, it's heat number 3. Daniel Latano at block 2. And Mickey Rodriguez at block 3. Keegan Ives takes block 4. David Garrity at block 5. Block 6, Theodore Hayden Scholl at block number 7. Felipe Alvarez at 8. And Asher Smith at 9. Into the wall, 28-1-3 being posted by Kingsley Wickstrom of St. Peter Aquatics. Now taking ownership. Alan Stevens at block number 3. Yasser Francisci at block number 4. Dive Long at block number 5. Charles at 6. Bruno Boy at block number 7. And Giovanni Gianfrido at block number 8. And into the wall, the outside sneaky guy, 27 and change to hit that wall first. Smith. Gentlemen, heat 4. And our next heat, next event, the breaststroke series. The ladies starting that series. Bavana Bagdanova of Riptide Aquatics at block number 2. Catherine Thurs at block number 3. Nayla DeSarno at block number 4. Anita Batazzo takes block 5. At 6, Liz Giovan Dos Santos Paxil at block number 7, Mia Martina Corina at block number 8, and Emma Han at block number 9. And that final tag in, 29-5 and some change, posted in lane number 5 by Dive Long of Jupiter Dragons. Ladies, 50-meter breaststroke, heat 1. Heat number 2 at the starting blocks, Miriam Smithwick at block number 2. Bryce Palmer takes block 3. Sonia Petrov 4. 5 is Tanya Ferreira. At block number 6, Gabriela DeLuna. Allison Connors at 7. Anna Lenice at block number 8. Addison Scott at block 9. And Anita Matazzo of Peter Swim Club stopping the clock. 30.25 set the challenge. Ladies, heat 2. And heat number 3, the starting blocks are yours. Violetta Bustamante at block number 2. Madeline Dolan at block 3. Sydney Player at block 4. Block 5 is Morgan Gibson. Sophia Johnson at block number 6. Juliana Marquin at block number 7. Olivia Ziva Jones-Torres at block number 8. Maxima Annabella Castilla at block number 9. And into the wall with the ladies, 34-6-2, our outside sneaky swimmer, Miriam Smithwick. Ladies, heat 3. And heat number 4, at the starting blocks, block number 2, Olivia Ray. Anika Gale at block number 3, Lizzie Black at 4. Aline Oriana Mazio Trentini at block number 5. Victoria Riccardi Diallo at block number 6. Reese Garland at block number 7. 8 is Skylar Seberg. Viviana Duarte at block number 9. And into the wall we go, stop in the clock, 35-45. In lane number 6 by Sophia Johnson, a swim rise. Ladies, heat 4. Number 5 now at the starting blocks, Avery Latano at block number 2. Sinclair Watts takes block 3. Alejandra Perez at 4. Mariana Myers at 5. 6 is Sloan Bonnell. Aubrey Southworth at block number 7. Abigail Groves at block number 8. And Summer Van Wagenen at block number 9. Under the flags in lane number 7, leading away, Reese Garland stops the clock, 34-49. Ladies, 5. And heat number 6, the deciding heat. Ellery Moore at block number 2. Isabella Callaway Coy at block number 3. Santa Campbell at 4. Dadia McCullis at block number 5. Mariana Rowe takes block 6. Block number 7 is Annabelle Grady. Sophia Zetskowski at block number 8. And a battle for this one into the walls, teeth and fingernails. Who's got the reach? Lane number 6. Sloan Bonnell takes that first tag in, 35-37, 35-6-9. That second tag in lane number 9 by Summer Van Wagenen. Ladies, heat 6, deciding heat. And next event, gentlemen's 50 breaststroke, Robert Alvarez, RC at block number 3. Block 4, Justin Sosa Gonzalez. Elliot Woodburn at block 5. 6 is Ian Viscosway. Javier Colmenares at block number 7. Elias Thorne at block number 8. Ivan Karpau at block number 9. And into the wall we go. Scoreboard says 37-35, our first tag in lane number 5. Dadia McCullis of South Florida Aquatics. That's 37-5. Being posted in lane number 6, Mariana Rowe. Gentlemen, heat 1, 50-meter breaststroke. And our new owners at the starting block, heat number 2, Colin Reed at block 2, Trey Chesney takes block number 3, Manuel Melendez at 4, that's Francisco Juan Gianelli at block number 5, Christian Gettler at block number 6, Bennett Aldrich at 7-8 is Zachary Zabero, Barry Garland at block number 9. And into the wall, stopping the clock, 28. Will be a first challenge being posted in lane number 5 by Elliot Woodburn, Athens Bulldogs of Georgia. Gentlemen, heat 2. Introducing heat number 3 at the start blocks, Josiah Tan at block number 2. Nicholas Aldrich takes 3, Jacoby Korn at 4. Marcos Cabrera at block number 5. 6 is Donald Davis. Daniel Nitskovsky at block number 7. Seth Ayers at 8. William Spendiff at block number 9. And again, that reached the touch, 29.94 being posted by Francisco Juan Gianelli of Argentina. Gentlemen, heat 3. Yours, Luca Katsiamanis at 2, Ethan at 3, block 4, Ethan Ackerman Valala, Logan Flatch at block number 5, Mateus Daniel Garcia Andrade at block number 6, Alexander Diaz at 7, Noah Mijas at block number 8, and Carlos Fosolono at block number 9. And into the wall, the challenge, 30.59, our lead tag in. William Spendiff, the sneaky guy on the outside. Gentlemen, heat 4. Is there a break before relays? And heat number 5, taking ownership, Guillermo Reborrego at block number 2. Christian Siscom at lane 3. Chance Ottenfield takes block number 4. Cianica Odo at block number 5. Palmer Bailey at 6. Anthony Reznichenko at block number 7. Lucas Seneca at blocks 8. And Kate number 9. In the wall, the challenge, 31.76. Posted in lane number 3, our leader there, Ethan Hall. Gentlemen, heat 5. And heat number 6, Louis Perdomo, block number 3. Zachary Oskin at 4. Jackson Moore takes block number 5. Peyton Balcero at block number 6. Brandon Segura, block number 7. Ismail Alamrani at block number 8. And into we come good to go, 30.13, the top tag in there, and lane number 5. Posted by Jackson Moore, swim rides. Excuse me, I take it back since Seneca Odo of Club Seminole. Gentlemen, heat 6. And into the wall, 31.81, another outside sneaky swimmer, Luis Perdomo of Riptide Aquatics. And we are going to take about a 5 in the competition. Let everybody warm up for relays coming up next, the 800-meter freestyle relays. And getting ready, the ladies have one heat of the 800-meter freestyle relay. Gentlemen, the same thing. It's Argentina in lane number 2. Riptide Aquatics in lane number 3. South Florida Aquatics in lane number 4. Argentina again in lane number 5. Fast Falcons in lane 6. Lane number 7, Fast Falcons. South Florida Aquatic Club in lane number 8. And there it is, the Get Ready Whistle ladies 800-meter freestyle relay. And across the board right now, just past the 600-meter mark. And making their turns to the final 100. And into the wall, there it is. 8:31, I take that back, 8:42 it looks like. Scoreboard is not the official time, but it is most of the time. Anxious on that. No question about the lead. Lane number 5, Argentina, that second. Falcons, the host team, and Fast Falcons take the third tag in as well. And there it is for the ladies, 800-meter freestyle relay. Gentlemen at the starting blocks. Now it's the Hurricane Aquatic Club at block number 2. Argentina at block 3. Fast Falcons at 4. Argentina again at block number 5. Sarasota Tsunami at block number 6. South Florida 7 and 8. Gentlemen, 800-meter free relay. And Argentina set the attitude in that first 100. this could be amusing. Synchronized swimming at the turn. And that is Argentina versus Sarasota Tsunami. And that turn was just a terrible turn. No other way to put it. Argentina stumbled at the turn, and there is no bringing that back. It happens. Not necessarily a fault, it just happens. Sometimes we trip, and into the wall we go. 7.51, 740.51, 744.18, and Sarasota Tsunami getting that first tag in. That third tag in, 750.783. Over in lane number 2, the Hurricanes. And the fourth tag in lane number 7, 805 and change there by South Florida. 808 and change in lane number 4 for Fast Falcons. And into the wall, lane number 8, 822.22. Rounding it out in lane number 3, Argentina with their second team, tagging in an 827 and change. And that is going to do it for tonight's competition. Thank you, all our volunteers, all our timers, all our referees and officials. Be back at it first thing tomorrow morning.